Hello, everybody. This is Tanya Barbie of I Am Still a Rose, and so are you. I hope you're having a great pre fall because it's here. I'm praying that all the folks that are suffering from the after effects of these hurricanes, tornadoes, God is trying to tell us something, and we all need to be prepared. That's all I can say. We all need to be prepared. Tonight, I wanted to talk about the thorn. Now, for those of you who know, we're about to have a dynamic event called Be the Rose, Not the Thorn. And it's September 21st. I only have about 7 tickets left. Um, I am so excited. And we're selling so many tickets and so many people are asking about it that men have called and said, "Hey, I want to participate. What can I do?" I said, absolutely nothing but pay for a woman's ticket because this is a woman's event, and I will have some events for men coming up soon. I won't say coming up soon because we got to do a lot of planning because I'm already writing about men, called The Black Rose. And no, they're not just Black people. They're men who have gone through some things. And Black does not constitute a negative thing. In this case, it constitutes strength and perseverance and honor, respect, and love. So it's going to be dynamic, and I'm interviewing men for this project. But we're not talking about men tonight. We're talking about the roses. And I just want to say thank you for the men who have reached out and said they wanted to buy a ticket. I really appreciate that. There'll be other opportunities for you. Well, tonight we're going to talk about the thorns. The thorns are just part of the process. And I wanted to share with you that we hurt, we go through some things, and it's just part of the process. And I know you're saying, well, Tanya, that's easier said than done. I just can't believe that. I have cancer. I have breast cancer. I have mental illness. I have depression. What do you mean it's just part of the process? That's a challenging question. And I don't have an answer for that. But I would like to bring light to that situation or those situations. Just don't give up. I often run into women who are sick. And when I say, "How are you doing?" they never say, "All is well." They never say, "I know it's going to be fine." They run down all the issues. When I was growing up and I would go to church with my grandma, and she would be talking to all her girlfriends at church, that generation didn't gossip, but they talked about their ailments, and it was like they always wanted to up one on the ailment. So I would hear my grandma say, "Yeah, girl, I gotta go to the hospital tonight. I think I need a hip replacement." And then the other lady who she's talking to would say, girl, you ain't got nothing on me. I got to get a hip replacement. Plus, I done broke my toe too. So I'm going to have to do the surgery on my hip first. And then I got to go get my foot fixed. And they will go back and forth. And I'm sitting there with my thumb in my mouth like, what are they talking about? Why are they just talking about all these ailments? And it hit me as a little girl, because every time they congregated at church after church, they always talked about their ailments. And their focus was upping each other on their ailments. And what do you think happens when you speak ailments? When you speak pain, when you speak all the things that are going wrong, I've always experienced when you go there, that's what you get more of. So I learned that early on. So as a first grader, I started saying to myself, if you can talk up ailments, I wonder what will happen if you talk up good things. Now, I didn't know about success at that age, but I had sense enough to know if you talk up ailments, these people are getting sicker by the moment. Every time I go to church with them, I hear them saying, it's up. It's nobody's feeling better. Everybody's getting worse. And I said to myself at first grade, second grade, I'm going to start thinking about good things. And I'm going to see how those good things start applying in my life. So I would say to myself, my mom would make the lunch, and I would say to myself, wow, I think I'm going to get a chocolate chip cookie in my lunchbox. I had a Dick Gregory lunchbox. I'll never forget it. Not Dick Gregory, Get Smart lunchbox. I'm sorry. And I would say that to myself. Guess what I would have in my lunchbox when I got to the lunchroom? A chocolate chip cookie. And I said, this is like magic. And I don't know if many of you have read Secret. It's a really good book. But it ain't nothing no more than the Bible. What you speak out your mouth. Now, this ain't the scripture, but I'm paraphrasing. What goes on in your mouth is what comes to reality. What you speak is what happens. So for those of you who get on Facebook or any other social media and say, I'm sick and I'm getting sicker by the moment, or you go to your work and you say the same thing, you are going to get sicker by the moment. You're going to get worse. And we have to get in the mindset that pain is going to happen because we're humans. But it's just part of the process to get us where we're going. When I reflect on my life with that positive mindset, I went through hell. I remember a husband telling me, you leave me if you want to. Ain't nobody gonna want you with them 3 kids. I remember a boyfriend telling me, I can't marry you. You have no assets. And at the time, I'm like, assets? What's that? Ooh, what is that? He talking about financial management? That's accounting. What does that have to do with me? I didn't even tie it to me and what I had and what I owned. I didn't think about it. But those were 20 years ago. And I still remember those insulting words as if they happened yesterday. And those were thorns. Those are my thorns today. I'm 57 years old, and that happened. Those comments happened. Those daggers happened to me when I was in my 30s, and I still remember them like yesterday. Those are my thorns. But I'm okay with those thorns now because it has helped prepare me to be that person that I am today. So as I have gone through these issues, going through these trials and tribulations in my own life, I made a vow that I would help other women, those that want to be helped, because I've run into some that didn't want to be helped. But those that want to be helped, I'm going to help you because we can be so successful in our lives, in our careers, in our families, if we learn that pain is just a process, just like happiness is a process. And you don't have to stay in that pain. You don't have to stay there. We have to develop. We have to ride through it. I did one live about the roller coaster ride. Pain, trouble, issues. It's like a roller coaster ride. Life is like a roller coaster ride. You're holding on for dear life. Then you think you're finally getting somewhere. You're going up at a slow pace, and you're like, yeah, y'all, And see, you're looking at me now, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're back down again. Then you say, okay, I'm going up again. Then you have to make this quick turn. That's how life is. That's how life is. We are full of challenges. God's not done with us. So everything is not, who told you you're going to go through life with no issues? How dare you think you can have a better life than Jesus did? Who told you you're supposed to be in a perfect situation? I'm here to tell you it does not exist. And those of you who are angry because of parenting, it just didn't go right for you. And now you're an adult and you don't know where you belong. Get some therapy. Go to a good pastor. Go to a counselor. There's even free services to help people get their minds right. But don't hold on to that pain, because it's preventing you from being who God wants you to be. And if you're still amongst this earth, He's not done with you. And many of us tend to just hold on. Girl, he left me. He left me with all these kids. What am I going to do? I ain't got no money. I don't know how I'm going to make it. You going to make it. You will make it. Don't give up. And don't be negative about it. When I get up in the morning now, being that I have worked for 34 years, I'm tired. I get out of bed and I say, I can't do this no more. I'm tired. I need to hit the lottery. God, please don't let me hit the lottery. Just give me some money. I'm tired. But then I have this affirmation in my room. Think one good thought in the morning, and that's going to take you through. And it does. I get out of bed. I hit the snooze button about 10 times. And I'm just like dreading getting up. I just want to be free. I just want to live for me. I just want to do me. And I got to get up and go to work because I got to pay bills. So I push myself. I start thinking about positive things. I start thinking about the fact that if I don't go to this job, how am I going to be able to afford to live how I live? How am I going to be able to drive my car? How am I going to be able to feed my child who's eating me out of house and home? I start thinking about all of that. And then I say, hey, I'm getting ready to get to work. Let me get on my clothes. Let me look good today. Let me smell good. I immediately transition, because I know I can't stay in that pain, that agony of getting up, dealing with them coworkers, dealing with the drama on the job. I'm like, no, take me away. But it's part of life. And every issue I've had at work, God is amazing. Every time I've gone through some drama, turmoil in the workplace, God has prepared me for promotion. I want to say that again. For those of you who are going through something in your workplace, at your workplace, you're going through issues. Boss don't like you. Big boss don't like you. Co-workers, here she come. Here she come. Nobody likes you. All you're trying to do is do your job. You continue to do your job and keep the Heavenly Father in the forefront, because He will ultimately reward you. It's a test. It's a test of the times. And all you have to do is get through it to get to it. Y'all hear that? Get through it to get to it. And I've been promoted over and over again after almost so weak mentally and physically, that I had to crawl out of my car and crawl into my car from the exhaustion of dealing with people and their mean-spirited ways. Because just think, people who have been brought up in a bad environment, you think that shuts down because they go into work? No, they bring that right into the workplace. Those people who have had issues with parenting, who have had issues with their own mama and their own daddy, they bring that to the workplace. And many of them are in charge. They didn't go to know how to be a good supervisor. They came in just as is, and they're destroying people. And I don't think they're doing it intentionally. That hurt carries with them everywhere they go. And they don't know how to turn it off. So you have to be the light in that organization. You have to be, I don't care what thorns you are experiencing right now in your life. You just got to hang in there. And I know you're saying, Tanya, that's so easy for you to say. No, it's not. I've been there. I have been in situations where I wanted to pass out as I'm going inside the door. But I always knew God was with me, and I always didn't know it was a test at the time, but I always felt God's presence. I always asked him now. I challenged him, why are you sending me through this? What you want me to get out of this? Didn't you just do this to me last year? Didn't I go through this last year, a year before last? Now you're sending me to another component and same thing going on. Is it me? What am I supposed to learn from this? Well, I'm going to tell you what I learned from this. I have learned it ain't that important. You go to work to earn a paycheck. You should not be going to work to get new friends. If they're sitting in the cafeteria and they're not speaking to you and they don't want to eat with you, use that time to honor God. Use that time to read a book to enhance your skills. Use that time to meditate. Use that time to learn something about yourself. You don't need them. You only need them in the workplace as a puzzle they got one responsibility, you got another one, and the mission involves all of you all to come together as one to get a job done. Your supervisor may not like you because you fine as wine and she ain't. Your supervisor may not like you because he 2 feet tall and you 6 feet tall. It is what it is. But you don't sit in that environment and try to force somebody to give you something that they really don't know how to give you because they don't have it themselves. They weren't brought up with that love that you've been brought up with. And those of you who haven't had it, stop being bitter with the world. Forgive those that hurt you. Say, Mama, I forgive you for not being there. Daddy, I don't even know who you are, but I forgive you. Life goes on. But if you keep holding on to them thorns, and I cannot wait to Be the Rose event takes place next Saturday, 9/21 at 1:30 p.m. in College Park. Because I can't wait to express to the women how important it is. Release them. Release them. I don't care if it's sexual abuse, betrayal. You know how many women I have heard say, I can't believe he left me for my best friend. Girl, why you have your best friend so close to your man? Why you bringing her in there and you running off to the store and you not yanking her by the hair to go to the store with you? Why you let her come in your house with booty shorts and you don't even have booty shorts? Why you let her talk to your husband like this? Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Why you do that? You saw it coming. It didn't just, she just didn't trip up in there. It was all strategically done, but you invited it in your home, and now you're surprised? Men can be weak. We don't need to help them be weak. We need to help them be strong. Don't bring that drama in your house. And you know she was sleeping with somebody else's husband in the first place. So why you think she not gonna sleep with your husband? Why you think you so special? You a beautiful rose, but you ain't that special. You get cheated on just like the other woman. I was so shocked that me being who I am, Miss Barbie, Miss Hollywood, they called me in high school, that a husband would cheat on moi. I lost it. Because I was like that lady who was, I can't believe he did this to me. I had lost my mind. How could this have happened to me? We had the beautiful cars. We had the beautiful house. He had the big salary. I was spending all his money. Everything was working out good. I wasn't enough for him. He wanted more. I lost it. But then I found it. I found my soul. I got rid of that thorn. I can see him now and hug him so tight. And he be looking and eyeballing me like, I sure messed up. You shown up dead. But I'm not holding grudges with him. Life goes on. And ladies, we hold on to that pain. We can't let it go. We get sensitive about a new man because he triggers something that happened 20 years ago and he don't even know what happened, and you hollering off at him at the mouth, and he's like, well, what did I do? I just told you I don't want to do that. What you mean you don't want to do that? I'm tired of people telling me they go off. And he don't even know what's wrong. It's because she's carrying those thorns. It's okay to carry those thorns proudly because you know you've been there, done that, and you put in the homework, and you know you have succeeded in something like healing. But it's terrible to walk around all broken down because somebody done hurt you. Because what I've learned about us getting hurt, many don't even know that they hurt you. When I told my uncle, I'm sorry I held a grudge with you for 15, 20 years. He said, what'd I do? I didn't even know you was mad at me. Oh, wow. I've been mad at you all these years and you didn't even know I was mad at you. What's up with that? So who getting all ate up? Who losing hair? Who turning gray? Who got gray all up in the bald up in the middle, stressing out, and the man didn't even know I was stressing out. But the moment I asked him to forgive me, and the moment I forgave him, I felt weight just drop off of my body and my shoulders. Don't stay in that pain. Don't stay there. Domestic violence. I met a man who told me, I'm actually going to write about him too. He told me that he fell in love with a woman, and she had been in a domestic violence marriage. She was a victim. She would try to provoke him into yelling at her. And she would say, I know you're going to hit me. Go on and hit me. Just hit me. And he was like, I'm not going to put my hands on you. I'm going to walk away and we're going to talk about this tomorrow. I'll come back and, no, don't you leave me. Hit me. She was so accustomed to the abuse that she wanted him to hit her because it just made sense. That's what she was accustomed to. How dare you walk away? You're going against the routine. What's wrong with you? You a punk? So I suggested to him to, if he loved her, to help her get some help before he go that extra mile and say, I want to marry you. Because he would be living a nightmare by being with somebody who's not only provoking him but challenging him to hit her. Then I remember years ago, a good friend of mine was dating a woman, and she said, you acting like a softie. You don't yell at me. Are you gay? Something ain't right with you. You different. He ended up marrying her. I don't understand it. But if we don't start releasing all that hurt that we carry from day in and day out, and we release it on social media, the pain. If y'all ain't putting out nothing to help somebody on social media, don't put it on social media. If it's not to encourage somebody, because you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who is sitting there contemplating suicide. And you saying, I'm going to kill myself because I'm just tired of life. Oh, wow. We in this together. I was just thinking about that. I got the gun right here. That must be what I'm supposed to do. Stop it. Everybody's hurting. Ain't nothing the way it used to be. Everybody's going through struggles. Everybody's going through challenges. This is part of life. But we are not supposed to stay there. I have a relative who's sick. Hey, how you doing? Well, the doctor said this. Doctor said that. Then the doctor told me this. Then the doctor told me that. And then she never said, God is good. I know I'm going to be all right because he's covered me so many times. He's been there for me so many times. He has saved my life so many times. I never heard that. I heard all the negative doctor reports, and the doctors can always be wrong. They coming from a scientific point of view. God covers all of that, and he can change all of that. That's where our focus should be. That's where our trust should be. And we shouldn't succumb to every bad report from the government. Why are you going to sit there and watch the same stuff every day? Why are you going to do that? It's going to be the same tomorrow. Why can't you use that time to pick up a good book? My book, I'm Still a Rose. Pick it up, read it. It's encouraging. I was not going to put out a whole lot of drama if I wasn't going to, at the end of it, let you know, hey, I've been through some things, but I'm not there now. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not there and what I'm doing to make sure I don't go back there. That's what the book is about. We are going to go through challenges. Those challenges are our thorns in life. Men, you bitter because a woman left you, your wife left you with the kids. And you like, she left me to be a single parent. It ain't no plague. What make you better than me? I had to do it. Why you can't raise your kids by yourself? Why you gotta complain that your wife left you with the bag? Because it's just different. It's non-traditional. but it happens. So you get mad at any woman that's in your life because all you can think about is that woman leaving you with those kids. And the new woman triggers something that make you not like her and take out all your issues on her, and she trying to help you raise the kids. We got to get it together. We got to stop all this hurt and stop staying there. Abandonment, depression. If you're depressed, let me tell you about depression. When I had my nervous breakdown, because I do tend to believe they run in my family. Some got help, some didn't. So some running around crazy as ever, ain't trying to get no help, and they're staying there. When that woman told me I was bipolar, schizophrenic, she named a whole lot of other stuff. I just recently shredded all those documents that were probably 30, 25 years old. I got rid of them. I should have kept them because it's a reminder of don't believe those reports. Because if I read those reports and believed those reports, I would be in a psychiatric institution today. But when I had a little visit to one and I looked around the room, as my nephew indicated, Antonia, you in here with the crazy folks? I looked around because I was in a daze to have been there in the first place. I didn't even know where I was. But when my nephew, Justin, said, hey, Antonia, you in here with the crazy folks? He was like 8, 9. I looked around the room, they walking around, and God knows I am not here picking at people with mental issues, because I'm one. So don't come at me writing me later saying you picked at us, because I've been there and I'm picking at myself. Okay, so come on with me if you want to. So I'm in the hospital and with my nephew visiting me. I'm in the rec room, okay, and the people are walking around like this. They're in a daze. They're all heavily medicated. They couldn't medicate me. Ain't God good? Because I was carrying my baby girl, Christian, my baby girl, the nurse now. She was in my belly, and I'm in the hospital in a daze because I done freaked out, had a nervous breakdown because I done found out my husband, who I love with all my life, had a hole in every area code. I'm going to just put it out there. I had lost it. So I'm in the room with all of them. I'm not doing this, but I'm looking at them doing this. And when my nephew said what he said, I looked around and I snapped out. I said, oh my gosh, he's right. I'm in here with the crazy folks. What do I have to do to get out of here? I did not read that report anymore. I did not accept that report anymore. I started getting on my knees in the hospital, praying to God, telling him, asking him to please cover me and get me the heck out of that hospital. And he did. But I was there for 7 days. And I will never, ever forget that experience. And I bet you the majority of them who are still in there read that report and believed it. Remember, I had already had a notion in my head because of my upbringing, hearing my grandmoms talk to the other ladies at church about all their ailments. I said, I don't want to do this. I don't want to grow up and that's all I'm talking about is what ain't working. I want to talk about what is working and what's not working. I don't want to dwell on it. And I was in the first grade with that thought, that concept, and it's carried me through my life. And it can carry you through your life. We are not supposed to hang on hurt. Things are going to happen. We're gonna go through some stuff. And many of the things that we go through, we bring on ourselves, and we won't even accept that. We won't even take responsibility for that. We won't even be accountable for that. Why? Why are we so quick to blame everybody else for? Well, I was there. I'm not gonna lie to you. My first book, The Little Girl Inside, I was talking about how my marriages just didn't work out. And I tried so hard. And I was saying to myself, because I said, I don't do this way. I do that to myself until I check myself. And I was saying, he did this to me. This one did that to me. This one did this and this to me. And then it hit me. Me was the common denominator. They didn't know each other, but identical things happened. So who needed to work on some stuff? To make some changes? Self-reflection. Hold up the mirror and you will see it's you. If we change ourselves, it changes our environment. If you need to get therapy, go get therapy. Don't nobody have to know but you and your therapist and God. It ain't nobody else's business unless you're helping others through their business. Just get some help. But to keep blaming, my mama didn't do this, my daddy didn't give me no attention. I've heard a man say my daddy didn't go to no basketball games. That's why I didn't make pro. Dude, you didn't make pro because it just won't in the cards for you. If somebody don't show up for your games, that don't mean you don't perform and do the best you can. If we all had God-centered in our life, where he is first and foremost, things don't hurt so bad. Disappointments don't hurt so bad because you always got him to talk to him about. It's when we rely on people, and they always hurt us because we aren't supposed to be putting our eggs in that basket anyway. We're not supposed to be putting our trust in them. They're going to disappoint us every time, and it's not intentional. They just don't know any better. They just as jacked up as you jacked up, or as I'm jacked up. So why you want to rely on them to fix your life? We got a Yana Van Zant fixing everybody's life. Really? Why can't we fix our own lives? Why we need another human being to fix it? Why can't we just stop hurting and say, God, what can I do to stop hurting? Tell me what you want me to do. Show me. I am not lying to you. When you take that first step in doing something different, something bold, something good for you, God will bring people, position people to be there for you. There are many times I didn't have money to do this or that. And I would say, God, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but let your will be done. Because I feel like in my heart, that's what you want me to do. But I'm trying to figure out how you want me to do it because I don't have the resources. And I heard that quiet, still voice say, take the first step. Can you at least plan it? Can you at least get the reservations? Can you at least talk to some people? The moment I take the first step, things fall into position. Things fall into position. But you gotta take that first step. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. And things will come into fruition for you. And when you want to say, That Thorn has got me again. I can't do it. I'm so tired. I can't forgive that man for what he did. I got a coworker who told me her husband's ex-wife won't speak to her, and she's been married to this man for over 20 years. And every time she says, "Hi, Ann," really? And they're going to family events. And I said, well, did you kind of take him from her? Was messing around. She said she didn't even know him then. By the time they divorced, she met him years later. Why do we do that? That's why I scheduled this Be the Rose. Ladies, we gotta stop hating on each other. Don't think that somebody prettier than you, because that person that you think is prettier than you is probably jacked up in another area that you got it going on. She might have that Janet Jackson, no, let's say Beyonce shape. Janet Jackson was my day. Some of y'all's day, Beyonce. But you got this. You got a better job. She might not even have no job, but she got another skill set that you don't have. Why do we constantly hate on women? Why do we do this when we see them? Suppose our face, don't make no face that you wouldn't want to be stuck like that. Because you might get stuck like that. What's wrong with smiling? Hello. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, I love that blouse you have on. Oh, your hair is so nice. Who does your hair? Oh, how did you get your hair to curl like that? Who does your makeup? Girl, you wearing that suit. Oh, those shoes are nice. Oh, look at that bag. And she might be in shock because she's not accustomed to being admired, complimented by a woman. So she might be, what's wrong with her? She got issues. But if we continue to do this enough, that's why Be the Rose is a movement. It ain't about a book. I had a girlfriend say, we going to your book thing. Sweetheart, it ain't no book thing. It's a movement. After I leave my day job that pays my bills, I come home and I work. I'm still a rose. I plan. We design brand new t-shirts. We design, and these are not just t-shirts. They're t-shirts that should inspire you. We got a new line for men. I'm working on more writing projects. I go to bed 2 a.m. in the morning. It ain't no book thing. It's a movement. Because I'm going to die trying. I'll even make it a positive twist. I'm going to live trying to encourage women to embrace one another, love on one another, protect one another. Because if we loved on one another, you ain't going to nobody's husband's house and mess with their husband. We just won't do that because we love ourselves too much and we love women too much. We're protective of women. We ain't there today, but that's where I want to be. And that's the legacy I want to leave behind, where when y'all come to my funeral, that's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. You're not going to talk about where Tanya lived, how she cooked, what clothes she wore, what designer bag she wore, what kind of salary she had. You're going to talk about how she treated people, how he treated people. We get caught up on material possessions that we can't take with us. How about how do you treat people? How do you warmly greet somebody? How do you treat the lady at the cashier who's taking too long and it's a long line? Are you signing her and you see she in that line, you see she's at the cash register by herself and it's 10 people in the line. It ain't even Christmas time. And that's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's mama. You can't talk to her and see how her day is going. You can't compliment her and say you like her lashes, even though they down here. You can't lift her up and you see everybody in that line signing going on and she trying to do the best that she can. How dare you? How dare us? We got to do better. All these thorns don't have to be here. Now, granted, they're here for a purpose to make us strong, but you ain't supposed to stay in them. You're not supposed to stay in that hurt, that agony, that anguish, that anxiety, that anxiousness. Give it up. Be grateful that you're still on this earth. Go get help if that's what you need. Go forgive the person that's hurt you. Not for them, for yourself, because they may not even receive the forgiveness. It's for you, my sister, my brother, my beautiful Rose. It's for you. Life is so short. I am that rose. I am full of thorns. There are times when I say, I know I'm feeling good. And I'll hear that adversary say, yeah, but remember that time when somebody told you that you ain't gonna never amount to nothing because you got all them kids and you're gonna be by yourself? The love of your life that you thought was the love of your life said he can't marry you because you ain't got no assets. But can I tell you a secret? Because I held firm and did what I had to do and kept God in the forefront, you should see my phone. How you doing? I was just calling to check on you. Now that's the one that said I had no assets. I be following you on Facebook. Dude, how you get on Facebook following me? I know I didn't accept you as my friend. But it just shows you do what you're supposed to do. Vengeance belongs to God. It ain't yours. Stop trying to get people back. You ain't got that kind of power. And if he get them back, he take it to a whole nother level. He take it to a whole nother level. Because I saw my ex eyeballing me at my baby's baby shower. I saw him. And he was the one telling me ain't nobody gonna want me. Why he still want me? Vengeance belongs to our Heavenly Father. Just watch. Stop trying to get people back. Stop trying to get even. Stop trying to hurt somebody because you all hurt. And stop trying to hurt somebody who didn't even have nothing to do with it. Get rid of that pain. Get rid of those thorns. Put the work in. Stop watching that reality TV. I told my daughter, she said she wanted a gender reveal party. I said, you got the money for that? No, Mommy, I thought you was going to help me because, I know you can't wait till this baby come. And I said, wait a minute. You want me to do what? Well, Mom, I just want you to, pay for it. I don't think it's going to be that much. All we got to do is get a little bit of food and get some decorations. And I'll probably invite 30, 40 people. And I said, wait, 30, 40 people to do what? Well, Mommy, we got to find out what gender the baby going to be. I said, why? As long as the baby healthy, who cares what gender it's gonna be, and why we gotta pay for that. Well, I just thought you not a housewife's wife, baby. You ain't on Atlanta Housewives. The network is paying for that. They the ones started this mess. And we sitting there, parents, shelling out the money. Yeah, how much you need for that? How much you need for this? What kind of expense is that when college expenses are rising by the hour? And I'm going to fund a gender reveal celebration. And I'm not a housewife, Atlanta housewife, Potomac housewife, Los Angeles housewife. Really? And my daughter's not either. So I suggested to her, sweetheart, let's go to wherever you gonna get this gender reveal situation done. Let's have everybody come there and we celebrate either way. That's a good idea, mommy. And that's what we did. And we found out it's a boy. No expense whatsoever except the gas that we had to pay to get there. Why do we do all of this extra stuff? And then if I had done that, girl, my daughter had me pay for this crazy thing. And why we like getting on the phone complaining about stuff that we know we didn't have no business doing in the first place, and it wouldn't have happened if we didn't be a part of it. And then we want to get on the phone and call our girlfriends and tell them how crazy everything is messed up. And the same with these men. I'm on a dating site. And it's ironic because I never thought I would ever be doing that. But as part of my writing projects, I have a lot for a new blog, and it's about dating. And I'm meeting some very successful men that are going really doing well and so forth. So let me tell you what I'm noticing about that. It's a candy store. There's a lot of women on there. So if you're not loving yourself, it can jack up your ego. Well, where somebody would be writing you, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to meet you in the person. Oh, wow. What are you doing today? Oh, I love to talk to you. You're just so intelligent. Oh, you're so this, you're so that. You got so much going on. You a busy woman. Oh, you're the greatest. And then they disappear. And then 30 days later, hello, beautiful woman. How have you been? Where have you been? They get so caught up with somebody else that they like, I'll get with her another day. I'm going to keep, because this one got my attention right now. They're like a candy store. I'm not mad at them. Because if I had the time, I would do it too, because you have all the power. But let me tell you, sisters, what I refuse to do. Be acceptable, warm, inviting to someone who was engaging and then fleed off, just ran off. 30 days later, hello, beautiful woman, how are you? No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to disrespect me like that. But that takes loving yourself. Yeah, he was fine. Yeah, he could probably wine and dine me. One was ready to go to Paris. One been go back and forth. So I'm supposed to wait till it's my turn? Be so eager. Oh, he called back, y'all. It was 30 days ago, but he's back online. I'm in good graces with him again. I'm here. Wait, I'm here. Hello. So glad to see you again. No. You snooze, you lose. You left, dude. Bruh, as my son says, bruh, it's over. You don't have another opportunity. Ladies, stop giving men an opportunity to continue to hurt you. One had the audacity to say, "Hey, Tanya, beautiful lady, I was out of town. I was out of town and I just got sidetracked, but I'm back now. Let's hook up. I'm ready to take you out. Tell me where you want to go, wherever you want to go." Dude, boy, bye. Everybody got time for that. Now I looked at his picture a little bit longer before I closed the door, but because I love me. And the moment you open that door to somebody dissing you, why you think they're not going to do it again? Why do we give people opportunities to hurt us? Granted, people are human, but people who arbitrarily just hurt and dish you and be disrespectful, those people are not worthy of your time. And this is for men and women. Don't give them the time of day. Y'all, I'm burning up. I tell you, 57, I turned 57, hot flash, and just, woo, help me, Jesus. Don't give people opportunities to hurt you. Don't open that door when you know it should stay closed. When you feel those red flags, y'all, we feel them. We just don't see them. We feel those red flags. Please, please don't ignore them. They're there for a reason. God loves you. He's trying to protect you. Don't ignore him. Don't ignore them angels trying to protect you. And you're going to sit there and ignore them. Take them calls anyway. Get back in a relationship with somebody who's been gone for a month, 2 months. Hey, how you doing? No, dude, if you ain't in Afghanistan or in Iraq, there's no excuse for that. Even in those countries, there's phones and there's email. So if we want a better life for ourselves, we got to be that better life. And the moment you be that better life, you're going to attract that better life. I have never been so happy in my life. And I'm not saying everything is going well. I'm just in a better position to deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not going to freak out if it's ugly. I'm going to be grateful if it's good. I'm going to be very, very happy if it's very, very good. And if it's very, very ugly, I'm going to be like, God, what you want me to learn from this? How long you going to have me going through this? Is there anything you want me to do in this? I'm on standby. But while I'm on standby, I'm going through it. I don't like how it feels. It's making me uncomfortable. It's this thorn that I don't want to have on me, but you gave it to me. So I want you to help me release it, help me grow with it, and help me understand what I'm supposed to do. Because I know you got me. Please stop complaining, y'all. Please stop living in that agony. Please stop giving that person that hurt you all that power and authority over your life. They don't deserve it. You're so much bigger than them. I don't care if it's a mama that abandoned you, a daddy you don't know, a wife that left you, a husband that left you, a husband that cheated on you. Bye. It's okay. Just know that we have a responsibility to our parents, even if they did some things that they shouldn't have done. We still got to be there for them. And I'm telling you, if you learn to love on a parent that has abused you, verbally assaulted you, insulted you, emotionally, physically, mentally, if you love on them and forgive them, God is going to bless you immensely. Stop holding on to stuff. Frowning up, unhappy, in pain all the time. If you sick, I guarantee you, if you start, when somebody calls you and you sick, hey girl, how you doing? How you feeling? I just wanted to call and check on you. Girl, I'm so sick. My head hurt. My fingers hurt. My heart hurt. The cardiologist told me he gonna have to put a stent in my heart. Then the knee doctor told me I'm gonna have to replace my knee, and then he gonna have to turn around and replace the one on the right side, and then my hip all jacked up. Girl, I'm doing all right. You done named 9 things that's wrong. And then you had the audacity to say, I'm doing all right. Why couldn't you say, I'm doing all right? It's going to all work out. Because first of all, I'm going to tell you now, don't nobody want to hear that. The person that love you the most don't want to hear all that. They don't want to hear a list of all your problems. They want to hear you talk victoriously. I'm gonna beat this. God is on my side. He is in charge of everything. He conquers all. I know with him, all things are possible. Things are going to be different in my life. I know it. So I'm good, girl. Thank you for checking on me. There go the doctor. I got to go. Love you. You don't want to be talking like that and your girlfriend on the other end. Yeah. All right now. Somebody else calling me. I'll call you back, okay? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So, in closing, thorns don't have to stay there. We can release those thorns. Just change your mindset. Just be more positive about your circumstances, your situation. Know that if you put God first, he got your battles. He got you. You are not going to stay in that pain if you got a positive attitude. If you forgave those that hurt you. If you receive your children out that man's car and he in the car with the new wife and he left you for that new wife. He cheated on you with that new wife. Don't go to that car looking at her like that. Excuse me. Greet her. Greet her. Hello. How you doing? And I know it's going to hurt for a while, but keep practicing it till it's free. It's for real. It's the new you. Practice makes perfect. We're not going to stay here anymore. We're not going to talk about our depression anymore. I told you, I was told I had all them ailments. I said, I'm not receiving this. This is, call me denial or what? I said, I got a heavenly Father. Them job situations, you stay strong. Your promotion around the corner. You don't know, you might end up with the job of the boss is giving you all the problems. You might take their job. Be ready, be prepared. Just don't be anxious for nothing, but be prepared for something better than what you have, better than who you are. And stop eyeballing all that negativity on TV. Stop trying to live the life of Atlanta housewife. For what? Focus on you. Focus on improvements in your life for you. They're not going to help you. They don't even care nothing about you. They just want some ratings. Just focus on getting your stuff together, getting rid of those thorns so that you can be that beautiful rose that God intended you to be. So on that note, I just wanted to close out by saying I hope that you ladies, if you haven't got your tickets yet, I have about 7 more left. We're about to sell out, and I'm so blessed. I'm so honored, and I am so grateful that people believe in I'm Still a Rose, and that they do see that there's an opportunity to get rid of those thorns and to be that best rose that you can be. I did it, and I know that you can too. So thank you for joining. I had a lot of calls, a lot of people online tonight. I am so grateful. Thank you all so much for joining. I missed some comments because I got quite a few here, but let me see if I can scroll up and get them. Gracefully Broken. Thank you, Veronica. I see you. Thank you all for joining. Dennis says, everyone we meet does not mean they will stay in our lives, nor is everything we love is meant to stay in our life. Life's journey is a maze. Yes, Dennis, life's journey is a maze. And everybody that's in our life is not going to stay there. Absolutely. And a lot of times it's for a season only. So if a dude say to you, baby, I got to roll out. This ain't working no more for me. Boy, bye. Stop crying over spilled milk. He gone. He don't want you no more. He done moved on. Don't let that affect you the rest of your life. I know women who have broken down mentally and physically and spiritually because somebody walked out the door and didn't look back. Boy, bye. Absolutely, Dennis. The season's over. And a lot of times when that happens, it's a blessing because the best person is coming next. But you ain't gonna see that best person if you, he left me. Let him go. He's not meant for you in the first place. You probably had 20 red flags when you started dating him in the first place. Let him go. It's a blessing in disguise. You deserve better. You deserve better than that. Okay, y'all. Y'all took a lot out of me tonight, but that's what it's all about. Be the rose, not the thorn. It's a challenge. But that's what life's about, the challenges. You can't be the best you can be if you don't go through something. So embrace them thorns. You bring them on. Yeah, I got you. Go through it. Because at the end of that maze, as Dennis is referring to, you're going to get your prize. But you're going to go through the maze. It's there for a purpose, to strengthen you, to get you prepared to be that best person, to get you prepared to be with the person that loves you. If you are broken and jacked up, you ain't going to meet that person. So stop being broken and jacked up. All right. Okay, y'all, we've been on over an hour. I want to thank you for joining. Please share if you feel that this video can help somebody else. Don't forget, if you haven't got your ticket, men, I'm sorry, this is for women only. However, if you have a woman in your life or a beautiful rose in your life and you know she needs to go, you need to buy her a ticket. Okay. And if you can't afford one, hit me up. We'll work that out as well. Because I want every rose to realize she is a beautiful rose and she don't need to be consumed with those thorns, because somebody has thorns so cluttered around their bodies till you can't even see the rose. We're going to remove all of that. So it's the place to be, September 21st. I hope you can join us. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Still a Rose, and so are you. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Keep in touch and please share. And I so appreciate you guys being here. It means the world to me. All right. See you next time. Bye.